Racist Turkish groups, reportedly affiliated with the extremist Grey Wolves, launched a violent attack on Kurdish families in Leuven, Belgium, as they returned home on Sunday from Newroz celebrations. 3 years with no news from Abdullah Öcalan signals a concerning silence over the PKK leader's health and well-being. The Kurdistan National Congress and the Asrin Law Office have both condemned Turkey over the Incommunicado isolation. A suspect of Friday's deadly Moscow attack admits to being paid for his involvement and that he came from Turkey, highlighting the country's alleged role as a logistical hub in his recruitment, while a Kurdish umbrella organisation accuses Turkey of direct involvement. At a Newroz celebration in Antalya, Kemal Bulbul, the co-mayoral candidate for the pro-Kurdish Dem Party, has accused the Turkish government of what he calls total SADDAMISATIon. Learn more with Media News. Racist Turkish groups attacked a convoy of Kurdish families returning to their homes in the Hürster Zolder district of the Belgian city of Leuven after the Newroz celebrations on Sunday, leaving several in critical condition and the community fearful for their safety. The assailants chanted Takbir, the jihadist motto often associated with ISIS, as people took refuge in a house only to be pursued. After vandalising a number of vehicles, the attackers reportedly tried to force their way into the property where dozens of people had taken shelter. Witnesses said that the attackers then tried to set fire to the building, endangering around 40 people inside. The gravity of the situation led to police intervention, resulting in a 24-hour protection for the Kurdish homes. Initial reports indicated that at least 6 people had been injured, either by being beaten or stabbed. Although detailed information on the extent of these injuries is not yet available, 2 of the injured are said to be in critical condition. The attackers were reported to have waved the Turkish flag and performed the wolf salute, a gesture associated with the Turkish far-right paramilitary organisation, the Grey Wolves. In response to the attacks, the Congress of Kurdish Democratic Societies in Europe has called on the Kurdish community to unite in protest against what it calls the fascist attacks of the Turkish government. The Kurdistan National Congress, or KNK, has labelled Turkey's isolation of Abdullah Öcalan, the imprisoned leader of the Kurdistan Workers' Party, or PKK, as a blatant disregard for international law and a form of collective punishment against the Kurds, in a statement issued on Monday. The KNK statement coincides with the 3rd anniversary of Öcalan's forced entry into absolute isolation, incommunicado since last contact on the 25th of March 2021. The Congress defined Turkey's policy of isolation on Öcalan as a form of torture. Öcalan, a political figure in the Kurdish liberation movement, has been held under severe conditions that the KNK argues aim to silence the Kurdish voice for self-determination. The KNK asserted that Turkey's treatment of Öcalan not only violates his rights, but also impedes the potential for resolving the Kurdish issue and the broader socio-political crises within Turkey. Lawyer Ibrahim Bilmez from the Asrin Law Office also criticised the silence of global entities on Öcalan's isolation.
Yoksa Sayın Öcalan'ın İmralı'ya getirildiği 15 Şubat 1999'dan beridir tecrit altında tutulmaya devam etmektedir. Hiçbir zaman kendisine normal hukuk kuralları uygulanmamıştır. Bu hep böyleydi. Fakat ama bu 25 Mart 2021'den bugüne, yani son 3 yıldır artık dediğim gibi bunu izah etmekte güçlük çekiyoruz. Bu hukuk değil, yasa değil.
Suspect Firitoni Şimşidin, one of 4 people detained in connection with last Friday's deadly attack on a Moscow concert hall, reportedly shared photos from Istanbul just days before the harrowing incident that left at least 137 people dead. Şimşidin revealed details of his recruitment and travel from Turkey to Russia in a video of an on-site interrogation that was released online. The video, shared on the social media platform X by Turkish journalist Recep Soylu, appears to show Russian security forces interrogating Şimşidin. The man confessed to being recruited for the attack on Moscow, being contacted via Telegram, and to his journey from Turkey on the 4th of March, admitting to receiving half of the promised 1 million rubles for his involvement. The Kurdistan Communities Union has drawn ties between the Turkish government and the recent tragedy in Moscow. In a statement issued on Saturday, the union accused the Turkish government of training and leading ISIS. They said, "With ISIS, the AKP-MHP regime threatens everyone and uses this as leverage to get concessions," framing the Moscow attack as part of a broader strategy by the Turkish government to impose its neo-Ottoman ideology. The revelation comes in the wake of the tragic attack on Moscow's Crocus City Hall on Friday evening, with over 100 lives lost and nearly 200 injured. Kemal Bulbul, Antalya's co-mayoral candidate from the pro-Kurdish People's Equality and Democracy Party, has criticised Turkey's ruling Justice and Development Party for its stance against peace, accusing it of planning total Saddamisation in its Kurdish policy. At the Nevrov celebration in Antalya, Bulbul addressed claims that the ruling party is planning a peace process to resolve the Kurdish issue. He vehemently refuted these speculations, warning instead of a Saddam plan by the government. Bulbul's assertions were made alongside a reminder of the Kurdish women's defeat of ISIS in Kobani, underlining Kurdish contributions to regional stability. "They ask for permission to massacre the Kurds," Bulbul stated, referring to recent Turkish diplomatic manoeuvres. The celebration also revisited the 2013 peace declaration, with Dem Party's Antalya MP Surahan Uluç reiterating support for peace and democracy in Turkey, challenging the government's narrative by advocating for negotiation and peace over conflict.